Welcome, everybody, to War Commander Unshackled. Tonight on the panel, well, it's a short one. Welcome, everybody, to War Commander Unshackled. I'm doing a new. God damn it, I always forget to mute YouTube. But, all right, well, tonight on the panel, we have Jabba Phoenix and Anton Airlines. Welcome, the two of you. As we all know, as the show progresses, more and more people usually tend to show up. So, how are you two doing tonight?
Yep, doing good there. What you all think of the updates and all that jazz?
Haven't read them yet, so we're gonna read them here in a second.
And the new units, any ideas for them?
Not yet.
We need them built first, maybe.
Well, let's read the update notes and go over the mission briefing for the event, which I hope you'll be doing the live event for.
Hello there, Storm Chaser. How are you, sir? He's out there in YouTube chat there.
Sorry, got it going here. Hello, sir.
Hello there, Fighting Irish. How are you? Hello there, Fear. Hello there, Spencer. Good to see you again. Hope you're keeping good.
Storm Chaser, if you want on, I will send you the link. Just say the word.
Don't do it.
It's a trap. But
I mean it.
What? Don't send him the link? Or
no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, all right. Well, tonight we got our little patch notes updates, which were applied today. Of course, maintenance went a little bit haywire, went longer than expected, but no hamsters were harmed in the bringing them servers back up online. So, of course, you've got the Operation Rising Sun. The Eastern Horde is back, and everything in their way is being turned to ash. Meet them head on to win the powerful new units, the Cerebus and Kyle. Watch the video below. Well, I will post the link out there to this for everybody out in YouTube. To receive the Cerebus teaser. I won't play the video just because it lags and it doesn't look very good on YouTube going from this to there. So, general bug fixes tonight. You have an issue where the fully released heroes cannot be used to complete specific missions. So, an issue where the infamy would reset after new updates went live. All infamy compensations is now complete. So if you didn't get whatever it was, your 3 times payout, you should have gotten 2 payout in the offers, like buying something. Like right now you got the Omega, or you may get the Phantom, regular Phantom, but with all the tech and all that stuff, those offers, if you haven't gotten it, make sure you go through those and hit the little arrow keys to see what else is out there. Give me 1 second while I do that. I know it's not a lot of update notes, ladies and gentlemen, but there's the link to the forum discussion. What do you think of what has been released so far, Daba, or the little fixes that were put in place?
I'm very happy about the infamy compensation being fixed, and they also said something about I think it was on this one, where like the infamy won't be resetting when they do updates, so that'd be nice.
No, I think that was one of the Kickstarter's biggest successes. Rather than an atomic bomb going off there, they just diffused the bomb even before it was made. You know what I mean? Yep. So that was, it was probably, without being too negative on the players, it was probably maybe a little bit too much. You know what I mean? There and that there. You know what I mean? I think it was really, really fair.
Some people will say they overcompensated. Some people say they were spot on. Personally, I think Kickside nipped it in the bud right when it was found out and made the corrections right on the money. Right on the money.
And the players don't mind that there. You know, within half an hour the game was down, or even less. You know what I mean? That's what you want. You don't want them to go 2 or 3 days and then bang. You know what I mean?
Yep. So hopefully, I do believe the triple payout, as far as when you hit a base, is over with now since downtime happened. If that's still going on, please let one of the Kickstarter employees know. So, Ramel, or Zach, what do you think of those little update notes and what we've been getting? So, I know you don't have a mic, or you do, you just don't use it. But
No, Kickstarter, I brought it out of my mic there. It's on its way there now at the moment.
Oh, he has one. He just doesn't use it because he's listening to music while doing bases and doesn't want to disturb us or get us, flagged for music on the show. So, well, I guess with that, let's get over to the Rising Sun. Great artwork from these guys, I have to admit. So the Rising Sun starts on the 19th and will end on the 21st. Starts at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and ends at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You got 2 tracks. Platoon Infamy exchanges will be disabled for the duration of the event. Platoon Infamy. Ah, yes. So when you hit a player, you don't get nothing if you hit their platoon now. So the Cerberus is a Gen 3 Corpus unit. When the Cerberus in the event store or faction track targets both air and ground, missile, and high altitude items are not included. Platoon size count is 8 at level
375.
I do believe so, roughly.
Yep, 375.
The spawns will be 2 high priority drones upon deployment. At level 10, it deploys an additional 2 drones. At level 20, the drone spawn rate will dramatically increase. So, with that being said, that's going to be one thing where your one of your support turrets is going to come in handy to deal damage to the main unit when the drones are attacked.
And for those keeping track, you're gonna need 12 of these things unlocked in order to get the unlimited build. Because 12 is exactly 1.5 size.
That doesn't say that on this. However, with somebody out in the YouTube channel, they can actually help with that one.
Well, it said way back when they said 1.5 toon size when this Gen 3 stuff first came out.
When it first came out, remember? I mean, they can change that every time. So, but that's how it's been so far in all Gen 3 units. You got to have a platoon and a half of them, so you need 12.
So it'd be 12 for this one. 12 unlocked.
And according to Storm Chaser, you are correct. So, this is where the viral turret will come in handy, as Mr. Salty Nuts in the YouTube has stated.
Oh, I finally upgraded that thing.
Yes.
Mine is actually max.
Salty, I am definitely going to put the flak turrets to kill them drones. I bet you my flak will kill them.
So, the Cerberus drone is for the Corpse 3 unit, spawns after deploying of the Cerberus unit. High priority enemy units prioritize the drones over other units. It is an infantry type. The weaponry is none. Damage is none. Respawns near the Cerberus shortly after death. So I'm trying to figure out what the spawn rate is going to be initially. How many seconds in between, and once it dies, how many seconds before another one respawns. And then, of course, can't wait for the tick for this thing. So, and of course, the single-use hero, Kyle. When Kyle in the Corpus track. He is a Gen 2 technical hero. The weapon is a plasma beam. Plus 25% movement speed over your standard. Bust movement speeds of other technicals within the range.
Now, are we allowed to say who that's named after, are we?
Unfortunately, I will have to shoot that one down. It is not named after who we think it is.
Well, I'm going to rename it then.
I would love for them to rename it. I would love for them to say this is after who we think it is. But I'm not sure if we can say.
Well, let Storm Chaser say if he wants to say, and that'll do the job, sure.
Yeah, Mr. Storm Chaser, can we say who we'd love for this to be after? Named after. Most of us know who it is.
Mr. Storm Chaser says it's clearly named after Kyle.
Well, we know who the other person would be. It would be after, but I was told no, unfortunately. But we will all dream and say it is after that person. How's that?
Well, I still think it's named after that person.
So,
hello there, Shazam. How are you?
So, your main track is the enemy is the Eastern Horde. As we all know, the Eastern Horde is making a comeback. You will have 12 attack missions, 4 defense missions, deployable units, all units, at least in the main track. So, your mission 1 is a defense. You're going to get 2,500 XP and 3 million Thor. Mission 2 is an attack at 5,000 XP. It's a Gen 1 unit roll. Mission 3 is an attack at 7,500 Gen 1 unit roll times 2. So you're going to get 2 of those little bad boys. Mission 4 is an attack at 10,000 XP. You're going to get a mission faction 1 mission unlock. Mission 5 is a defense. You're going to get 15,000, 6 million Thor. Mission 6, this is where it starts to get interesting because it's a 20,000 XP, and you're going to get a Kyle. Mission 7 is an attack, 2,500. A Gen 2 Survivor Tech, bronze gold, through gold. Not sure if you're going to get all 3 or if it's going to be a random roll. Mission 8 is an attack at 30,000. Faction 2 mission unlock. Mission 9 is a defense wave, 9 million Thor. Mission 10 is an attack at 50,000 XP, and you're going to get another Kyle. Mission 11, 60,000 XP. It's an attack. You're going to get a Gen 2 Survivor Tech, silver through gold. Mission 12 is an attack at 70,000. Mission 3, unlocked for the faction unit. Mission 13 is a defense wave, 85,000. 12 million Thor. Mission 14 is an attack at 100,000. You're going to get yet another Kyle. At Mission 15 is an attack. You're going to get a Gen 2 Survivor Tech, gold, guaranteed. Mission 16 is an attack. You're going to get 150,000. You're going to get a boss cash and a faction mission unlock. So, just by completing just the main tracks, you're going to get at least 3 Kyles. Of course, the Gen 1 unit rolls is either 5 Liberators, a Hammer, a Detonator, 2 Bone Saws, or a Disruptor. The boss cash is Sharpshooter, Envoy, or Sphinx Tech times 3. So you're going to get bronze, silver, or gold. Man, he got old. Go ahead.
So there's just a reduction on Thor by 10 million there. It used to be 40 million you would get. It used to be 4, 8, 12, 20.
Interesting.
So it's just a little bit less Thor there by 10 million if you complete all the waves, defensive waves.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, we're actually getting a Kyle way before we're supposed to. Normally, if I remember correctly, you only got 2 of the single-use units during the main track. So, they're giving us an extra 1-use, single-use Kyle.
And is the similar payout, isn't it there, for XP, is it?
It looks like it's roughly similar payout.
Yep. Based on my calculations, you're getting 790 for the main track, 1,000, and 375,000 for the faction, for a total of 1,165,000, which I think that's been roughly the payout for the past few events.
I think it's
correct.
That's a fair gauge. I think it's a fair gauge. That is.
The one thing I'd like to see on the next update, and I'll make the recommendation, maybe mark which ones are single attack. 1 attack only bases. So this way we know.
Yes. Maybe Storm Chaser, if he's still on, can they clarify if there is any single attack?
Right.
That would be helpful for a lot of people. It would depend what way they're going to do these bases.
Now, with that being said, let's get on to the faction track. It's Eastern Horde, 4 attack missions. Deployable units are only Survivor. So your mission 1, you're going to get 25,000 XP. You're going to get a Gen 2 unit times 3. So then the mission track 4 is 50,000. You're going to get training tokens times 3. Doesn't say which ones. I'm going to guess Gen 2. Now mission 3 is 100,000. 1 Cerebus unit and 1 restart token. Mission 4 is 200,000. You're going to get 3 Cerebus and a trophy unlock in the event. So your Gen 2 role units are 2 War Dogs or 3 Breachers, 1 Technical. You're going to get a random survivor token for the training tokens. Liberator, Hammer, Detonator, Disruptor, Bonesaw, War Dog, Breacher, or Technical.
Very good. Also there, Storm Chasers replies, the only single attack missions in the event are the early unit showcase bases, which usually can be completed for free. That is absolutely spot on.
Lovely.
And he said usually can be completed for free.
Yeah, well, there is some people that you'll send a ticket that blows their Omega Titan.
So just remember, ladies and gentlemen that are out there, it's usually the first 3 of the attacks are going to be probably single hit wonders, but usually there's kick-eye units in there that they give us for free to use, normally to test the new stuff out. So with that being said, let's see here. Now the event store. Well, your prices are the following. The Rising Sun Trophy, 800,000. I still hate that. And so do a lot of people. But I'm going to bring up something a little after this is done that Storm Chaser has proposed that was talked about on a previous show. He's added something to it that maybe might make us all a little bit happy with it. Not sure, but we'll see. So your Cerebus is going to be 550,000. That's 50,000 more than what it normally was, that the normal units were. So, but you're going to get the Cerebus training token at 400,000. Training token for a Purifier at 250. The Hammer is 250, and Apollo is 250. Mine-proof treads. That's, I do believe, for the Dark Storm.
Yep.
You have a Storm Loader, another thing for the Dark Storm. Dark Storm parts, 1 single part is going to be 275,000. The Elite Dark Storm parts, they went down quite a bit from the last time, but it's still 50K more. But it's 150,000. You can buy the 4-pack for 550. Now the Hornet and Yellow Jackets are still at 750,000. Still a very viable. These are still pretty good drones. If you equip them the right way, you got your GK rounds, your universal rounds, your vector armor, your Caprice armor, your GK payload, universal payload, and directional armor, shell armor. Those are all for these 2 units, all at 300,000. You have a Sharpshooter right now at 180K. Your Breachers are 56K. Technicals, great price at 125. The War Dog at 90. Sphinx, another great buy at 180. The Dracones at 180. Those are 2 great units. Cyclops at 225. The Envoys, which I'm starting to love, 225. You got your Caretakers at 280. The Chaplain at 150. The Tank Commander at 225. Load Efficiency 225. Deflection Shield, Steady Shield at 14K. Arctic Tires. Hey, this is isn't this no, that's for sorry, something similar, but these are all for the technicals. Arctic Tires 3100, Grip Tires 3100, Dog Tag and Spike Collar at 17.5, Evasive Maneuvers and Weapons Training at 200, Resistant Glass and Heavy Glass at 45, Siege Armor and Tactical Armor at 56K, Deep Treads, Racing Treads at 100, Open Die Forging and Ballistic Training 280K, Sustained Armor, Heavy Armor at 56. Solid Coil, Zone Coil at 70. Heavy Fuel, Light Fuel at 50. I'm sorry. At 37.5. The legendary Mega Tank, Laser Tank, and Hellfires are back at 150. Now, if you want to do the bundle pack for the legendary Mega Tank, was the best of the best that everybody usually equipped on them for 150K a pop. So for every legendary Mega Tank, you're going to have to buy one of those. The legendary Mega Tank components are 25 each. Now you have the legendary Laser Tank component bundle at 125. Each component, if you buy it individually, is 25. The legendary Hellfire bundle is 125. The components, 25 a pop. Excuse me. The Weapons Lab, for those of you that don't have it, get it. It's 300,000. Of course, you can still buy your chemicals, your cores, and your silicones. Now the cores are 20, the chemicals and silicones are 250. The cost is 50K a pop. And to use that last bit of XP you have, you can buy one core for 3,000, 4 chemicals for 1,000, 4 silicones for 4. The sector gold bar is been staying steady at 400K now. If I remember correctly, when we first started with that, it was 500,000.
Yep.
So, for those of you,
I would still like Intel to be an enterprise list. I would love Intel to be an enterprise list.
I think we all would, because during some of these, you're got your downtime and you want to just do something totally different.
And if the game goes down, you lose your boost and you've no backup. I would just love Intel. I don't know, Storm Chaser, that could be a possibility sometime. It would be a great. Like, you can only max it out to 1,000. It's only 2 extra raids, so it's not a biggie. You know what I mean?
Oh, Mr. Storm Chaser knows what I'm going to hit to. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, can only do so much and keep an eye on so much, so I have to go back to YouTube while everybody's making their little comments. So, with that being said, you got a little bit of more information. You got your sector goal base, new content, new rogue faction units. Of course, the sector goal base battle the Darkstorm sector goal base to win between 1 and 7 Omega Darkstorm parts, or 5 million Thor if you can't earn any more parts. Well, if I got all the parts, I'm not going to hit that thing anymore. So
yes, your friends you are. Of course you are.
No, I'm not. I'll go hit a 65 and get it easier. So you got your new Darkstorm Mind Tread. You got your Darkstorm is a tread slot, increase mind resistance. By up to 98%. That's one heck of a percentage drop. Does the mines really affect the Darkstorm much?
Not really.
Okay. Does that
instead of getting 15 minutes repair, you might get 6 minutes repair.
So does that mean maybe something in the works? Don't answer that, Mr. Storm Chaser. Let us do the speculation. So your new Eastern Horde unit is a rogue faction. He's an infantry. Damage type is area. He targets ground. Big old flamethrower.
Looks like a chaplain.
Yeah, no, it looks nothing like a chaplain.
He's got put him next to a chaplain. The chaplain's got the flame tanks and the little flame, not color wise, but he's got the flamethrower and he's got the little tanks on the back.
Now we all know what flame does to infantry in itself. So, of course, you have the new Fire Brigade. It's an Eastern Horde unit. It is a vehicle. Its damage type is an area. It targets ground only. Kind of looks like a phalanx with a flamethrower on it. That should be kind of interesting, though.
FAV, there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. A modernized FAV. So, let's see here. What else we got? Now, this stuff is in the bases that we're going to be hitting.
Haven't seen one of them in a while.
Yeah, we haven't seen this in a while. I'd love to get this in for base defense for us.
We haven't seen that probably since Ryu Kai.
The Ryu Kai series. So periodic damage units that pass over. This is found in an event base. So watch out for these things. And yes, they will probably hurt. But there's a way to stop these. You got the Flame Gate controller. Now, we all know what that is. If we can knock that out, guess what? The Flame Gate stops. So it deactivates it, reset. But here's the thing. It resets. So if you knock this out and attack and go back in, or your time runs out and you go back in, you're going to have those Flame Grates still going. So, and instead of try to save that to last if you need to use ground.
And just look in your base. I have a feeling I'm going to bring my growler out of the armory if it's safe to do so, just for these things.
Oh, I brought him out for the boss base. He's sitting in a platoon all by himself. But with that being said, what do you all think so far of the event prize list and what we're going to be getting in the new units that we're going to be fighting?
So I'm just looking right here, and I don't see any spiders, so I'm really happy about that. I'm not seeing anything about regenerative technology, so I'm really happy about that. The legendary mega tank and all that stuff, right when they were about to pull it, I was like, all right, let me get 5 of them just so this way I have, one full platoon. But now that a full platoon is 10, I'm going to definitely be increasing my my capacity because now they brought that stuff back out. So I'm going to go ahead and get 5 more. For as a trophy, I want to give a major props to whoever's in charge of that because that trophy is pretty awesome looking. Well, I'm sorry, as far as the art, right now it's pretty awesome looking. Hopefully it's a lot taller than the bug one. And it's actually like relatively that height in our base, but because I know the forums makes things look a lot bigger than they really are. But it actually looks like one of them Halloween like zombie looking.
Oh, I love this. Mr. Stormchaser has stated the Eastern Hordes are crafty. If you end battle, they will rebuild that flame gate so you can destroy.
And you know what? I think that's.
I love that idea. Thank you, Mr. Stormchaser. I kind of figured that's probably your idea.
It's actually on. It was on. The info on that there on the page there. You just. It actually says just below that, but I think that's rather than having a one-time hit only base.
Yeah, how many people in the last event with the spiders destroyed the?
This is a fair trade-off, so it is there.
Yep.
So that people there, because if the base is going to be hard, you're probably not going to do it in one hit. So you're going to have to restart a good bit of the base over again, which people don't really mind. You know what I mean? They'll grind it out rather than, rush to do a base and make lots of mistakes and that there. So I think that's a good trade-off there. You know what I mean? I think it's a thinking man's or woman's trade-off that there. So I think that could work that way. I think that's fair.
Dabo, what do you think?
Regarding
what we're getting so far. I know you love the trophy.
Yeah, that's it. I love the trophy. I love the legendary stuff. The mine thing, I'm a little disappointed as far as that because the as far as I know, the Darkstorm can run over mines and just keep on ticking. So, hoping for maybe resist resistance against something or because we got reload speed last time, so I don't know, maybe a speed increase. Yeah, definitely a speed increase, speed acceleration. That thing moves really, really slow.
Well, maybe if we're quite lucky, they'll give us that for the next tech. Maybe.
What, a nitro booster or something and put it in the back.
And Mr. Rummel, I know you're in the middle of a base, but he did say he's going to do at least 3 full run-throughs because he's definitely not paying the $550K for 1 unit. Thought that was a little too high himself, but, it is what it is. Previous events, not this last one counting, but previous events, it was 380 for the Elite for the 4-pack. Like I said, it's still a little high, but I mean, the Darkstorm is a nice unit to have. You can still do a lot even in PDE with it. So.
Let's see, 550.
To get all 40 parts Dabo, what's the total calculation?
So if you're doing the 550, 550 for 4 parts, you need 10 of those packs. So it'd be 5.5 million for the Elite Darkstorm.
Yes, Storm Chaser, if you could please, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, yes, please. You got any hints you want to give us? Hang on, I said I was going to send you the link to the show if you want to come on. And I will do that right now. And I'm sorry, I forgot. That's if you want to come on. Hello, Mr. Nutcracker. I thought you didn't do these this late. You know what? Something I normally don't do and whatnot, but Mr. Nutcracker, guess what?
All right, Storm Chaser says, okay, there's a few more characteristics to the Eastern Horde. Don't worry, they don't resurrect, but they are quite unique in other ways. First of all, fire is their thing.
So,
okay.
ooh,
I wonder if they like make so they're very fire resistant. Yeah, I figured that. I wonder if they like make copies of themselves.
No, let's not. No, don't give them any ideas.
Don't use flame turrets on your technicals. Yeah, I usually use the machine gun anyways, because this way I can hit air and they're multiverse. They're versatile that way. Don't use the old fire tech from last October's zombie event.
Oops. I mean,
So next one's going to be don't use the fire tech from 2 zombies events ago.
Just don't use fire tech at all.
They will just laugh at your fire damage. This is all stuff from Storm Chaser we're reading out on YouTube. This is bonus. Alright. So do we have like a final boss for that last wave?
I wonder how good ice will do on these things.
And if it's possible, Daba Phoenix will be making a one technical video like Daba Phoenix did before for the first 3 waves. And
but you can do that on Friday.
Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not. It'll be like a separate show, like separate.
That's all right.
But yeah, I'm gonna attempt it. When they kill units, they ignite the ammo on your units and they explode, damaging nearby units. Ooh.
Ooh, ouch. So use long-range units. Envoys.
I'm just saying, Darkstorm's going to be my best friend this event, probably. So try and keep your units spread out. Yep.
Alrighty.
They're probably going to have a lot of health, so this way they can just like march into you.
Hush, Nutcracker.
No,
Yeah. We need all the tips we can get.
Nutcracker, I missed everything. We need to start all over again.
All right, so don't use any kind of fire, and if your units die by their units, they blow up.
Can somebody get this down and make a wee post?
All right.
There's only 1 or 2 on our page, so don't worry about it.
Well, with this, we do have chat enabled on the replay, so those that do replay it will see this.
Oh, that's good there. Yes, that's a good idea there. Yeah. So.
Come on, Nutcracker. If Anton can be on here, you can too. Oh, somebody's hitting a base. Yes. Which base is Zach hitting?
It's probably hitting Omega Blackout, I would say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a
That's
black
what-
face.
Yep. The SF have returned. With the Dracons, of course. Rommel loves his infantry. Any more little neat tips and tricks you want to give us, Storm Chaser?
Well, since we no longer have Ruby, don't push the R key on the keyboard because we don't know what might happen since Ruby's no longer more around.
I actually thought the next set of events was going to be to bring Ruby back or rebuild, but I guess we're going to have another 3 months of no Ruby.
What's his face? Matoto's hiding a piece. We're gonna have 3 months of looking for all the parts. That's gonna be what Matoto's looking for.
Hey, you never know. Anything's possible. He wants his own Ruby. So.
There we go. Matoto has a love interest in Ruby, and so he wants to rebuild her.
Oh no. Not Debo. Please, Debo, don't quote Dava, please. He just done it. I'm getting a headache.
Debo's got an awesome tip. Use your units to kill Kixai units.
Oh no, here he goes. I don't believe it, Debo.
Best tip he's got. I 100% approve of that, Mr. Doxing Debo. 100% Double Phoenix approved.
When some of their units die, they leave behind a fire. Ooh.
So Storm Chaser says when some of the Eastern Hordes die, they leave behind a fire alien on the ground.
Interesting.
That reminds me of those scorpions that used to blow up and leave the toxic puddle.
So, watch out if you're using phalanx and stuff like that, fast moving stuff there. If you run through it there, you might be in a bit of trouble.
It would be best not to walk through it, Storm Chaser says. So
high damage.
I think he's hinting that phalanx spamming is no bueno.
Yeah, no mas.
It's electric and slow-mo.
Hello there, Champeroo. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, very simple. Kill them all.
No, I think we should use hover tanks then to glide over this AoE.
Yeah. Yep, we need a new hover tank unit. Hint, 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 hint.
No, that was something very good there. We just have to go and retake everything.
So Storm Chaser says light vehicles are not going to do so well this event. Heavy vehicles would be more ideal. Oh, I just got done building like 80-something technicals for the event.
Hammers, purifiers.
That makes me think these Eastern Hordes are probably going to be fast if light vehicles ain't going to cut the mustard. They're probably going to chase you down, like chase a technical down to kill it.
I'm just wondering one thing and one thing only. Shoot, I forgot. Damn it. I'm getting old. They say the memory's the first thing to go. Yeah, crap. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, and Champ is alive. How you doing, Mr. Champ? Oh, so I'm wondering how well disruptors will do. I hope Debo still has some built.
Guess I'm gonna have to go building some hammers tonight. That's why we have some heavy vehicles.
I'm not sure how well the War Rig will do against all this, but it is a heavy vehicle. Good question there, Rommel. Are they immune to concussion?
Debo says, I would love to use the legendary megas, hellfires, and laser tanks in the event. Hint, hint. Yeah, good luck with that, Debo.
Maybe one day. One day.
Storm Chaser says, just remember to take the fire tech off your war rig.
Oh, there you go. Champ got his answer.
I've never fired my war rig without the fire tech.
Yep. Got to do what you got to do if they're going to be immune to pretty much the fire stuff.
Uh-huh.
All right. As I said, this was probably going to be a short, sweet show. Unless you guys got something out on YouTube you want to ask, come on with it. We got Storm Chaser out in the YouTube chat right now. 42, Daba. 42.
Wait, what am I getting blamed for?
You asked me the meaning of life. 42.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So,
says Eastern Horde are also going to be rocking their own custom turrets, so approach them with caution. Oh, goody.
No, Debo. No new turrets. They just get them. Remember, we don't get everything.
So somebody on the event, on the show tomorrow, like, make sure you scout them and see which ones are anti-air and ground.
No. So
I won't be around because I'll be working, but.
So let's try to give Mr. Storm Chaser some good feedback on this idea. It was proposed and talked about on a few of the shows so far about the trophies. You know, with more trophies you have on your base, the more lag you experience. Me personally, I don't experience it that much because I have animations turned off.
Ooh.
But with that being said, if we were to limit the amount of trophies you get that you could place on your base at a certain set amount, you would get a buff. Now, unsure what kind of buff, but you would get a buff. Now, for those of you that are out there, some of us that are collectors that like to display everything, if you decide you want to display all your trophies, you could. What do you think about? But at that point, you don't get that buff. You have to be within that set limit of trophies to obtain a buff. Now, Mr. Storm Chaser says, let's see here. We got
there's only one new turret. It's ground shooting.
It's anti-ground.
So it only shoots ground. And the new flamethrowing infantry immune to concussion.
So that answers Zach's question. But so what do you guys think of, limit, if you are under a set amount of trophies, you get a little buff in your base?
The idea about all the nuts and bolts, like, are these trophies just, they're not an actual build and they don't actually do anything but just give you a buff? They're not going to explode or give you extra power or anything like that there, you know what I mean? It'd be an overload on your base.
Well, yeah. And Mr. Storm Chaser said the flamethrower truck can be shocked. So that's a nice thing. It's electric. To the rescue.
Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie.
So it's a light vehicle, so it's going by the usual their light vehicles can be shocked.
Yes, Mr. Nutcracker, the trophy buff would be a disadvantage to the new players. However, it's for us high players, that have all the trophies. I know you do. I have a lot. I don't have all of them. Anton, do you buy the trophies for the event and not place them? Because I know you say you play without trophies.
I play with it. It's too laggy, and I have all the animations there. You know what I mean? It's absolutely. I just buy the trophy because I'm a collector. I never put them out because it's just impossible. So it's no benefit to me at all there. That's only one. That's only one person. You know what I mean? It's only one.
Right. Hello, champ.
What's up, noobs?
Hello there, Chamberoo.
What's up, Anton?
Hey, you're looking very well.
Oh, yeah. I got my same old smile on.
You're keeping good, sir. Long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I look forward to this event. It seems like it's going to be fun. I appreciate all the tips he's given us. That's pretty cool.
I think that's really cool, as you said there.
Now, he did say about the trophy buff, it's not going to apply to the older trophies. It's going to start applying to the new trophies.
Interesting.
At that time. So
yes, everybody will have it.
So what's this? What's this trophy buff do?
Well, we don't know what the buff is going to be. Well, just suggesting it could be like give you a defensive boost or an attacking boost, maybe 1% for each trophy or something like that. There, you know, maybe a total.
So you actually get to attack the trophies and like kill trophies. So my question would, yeah, that's kind of a tough call because.
Yeah, I don't know that. Is it going to now because you have a trophy in your base? Is that going to be excess power again? Because I'm so under power, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it, I mean, if it's giving you a buff, obviously it has to add to your power. So it could be both an advantage and a disadvantage to the player. So I don't know. I don't have any problem with the way they are because you could always turn them off with the settings and all that crap. So.
Yep. Same here.
See, I have them done from day one, but they still need to be rendered so they do.
Yep. As Debo stated, it depends on what kind of buff we get when he makes the decision.
Yeah.
This is just something it's out there, but it's not out. It's not proposed yet. You know?
What I would prefer Kickside to do, I don't know, their development team, their whatever. I think this is Storm Chasers territory. When they come up with a new round of base upgrades, I would like them to actually make the CC turret do some actual damage. You know what I mean? Because as it is now, the CC turret does absolutely shit damage to units compared to your base platoons and your regular turrets surrounding your base.
So maybe a new,
not necessarily a new command turret or anything. Just
rebalance it.
Rebalance the CC turrets. Give them more DPS or whatever they have to do.
Or new levels, honestly.
Well, I mean, they're going to do that with the next round of base upgrades, you know.
Right.
So, I expect, because, I do have my base fully maxed out right now. I don't have anything for my worker to do. So, I'm expecting another round of base upgrades pretty soon. And, along with that, new walls. I don't know if you guys saw that. I forgot what base it was. The Ardra bases. They had those like black walls with the yellow stripe. I was kind of speculating, what if we get those walls? That would look pretty cool on our base. I thought, it did really look cool.
That's Black Ops where it's like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to do any of those due to time constraints.
Yeah, so I mean, they're gonna come out with new base upgrades pretty soon. I'm expecting. So
I'm not at the last level on something, so no. Maybe a new CC down the road, but no.
Debo says bunker levels. That would be nice, so you can fit more of the Drakens and whatnot, and maybe you could put a couple Drakens and a couple sharpshooters in there.
I'd love to get
10 more space, so this way I can put a Liberator with 2 Drakens. Because I'm short 10 space.
I'd love to get one more bunker. My OCD kicks in every time I think about redoing my base.
Because it's uneven?
It's uneven, yes.
I'm not too worried about that.
For some people, OCD is everything. They want that perfect.
Well, as you guys know, my base used to be a flat tire. That's how OCD I am. I don't care.
Yeah, well, and for you, how many people actually were able to flatten you?
I got flattened last night at midnight, right after I got to bed. But the attacker did lose quite a bit, but you know, I was offline. I saw the attack log and I was happy with it. So, but
I think Nutcracker's challenging you. He says it's flat when I hit it.
I was online though. My base seems to do better offline than when I'm online. I don't understand that.
Because you're not controlling your tunes. That's what it is.
It should be a good event. I look forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it actually too.
Interesting, and all the tips will help, and it'll help. All the lower levels and that there just to get by this event. There, rather than us losing all our stuff live on an event. There, we're going to sort of give tips before we start. Champ's in my event anyway, so I don't really care. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just give me your login and password. I'll do it.
Do there 999 or 911, as you would say over there.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna buy the Champ Op.
Champaroo.
Yeah. One thing I wish they do. This is aside from the game, but when they list like they did on the forums, the missions and all that. I wish they'd at least put it in the format so we can copy and paste and put in an Excel spreadsheet. That's one thing I wish they could do. Yeah. That's what I always did before, so it made it a lot easier for me to read, and you can keep track a lot easier of where you're at in this event and stuff. Either that or just post a link to like an Excel doc or something.
That would be nice. Because as some people like you put them all in a spreadsheet. You make it big old font so you can read it.
Yeah, well, so you can read it, but other players, they might want to keep track of how much XP they spent, etc., based on what they bought.
I'm sure Mr. Daba Phoenix will get a spreadsheet for us together. What do you got to hit to get this, and what do you got to hit to get that?
I'll have it all pretty for tomorrow's show. I'll be working tomorrow, but I'll pass it off to somebody that can present it.
All right. So Champ, what do you think of our little update notes? And I know you're excited to do this event.
I didn't read the update notes, but I've heard you guys talking about the event, and I've seen Storm Chaser talking about it there on the chat, and it looks like it's going to be fun. So yeah, I look forward to
it. Champ's going to spend the first 48 hours doing nothing but bases just to get.
I didn't read the updates, so I missed all the updates. I don't know. I know some of what they did, but not all of it. Yeah. And
I mean, just to give you a basic update, they fixed their release of the fully released heroes, where you can do the missions. Infamy resets after new updates have been going live. That's not going to happen anymore. So.
Oh, okay, that's good.
That's pretty much the updates.
Well, yeah. Just a tip for everybody, especially those guys out in YouTube. We got 29 viewers. Okay, so that's cool. Be sure to get all your Bastion stuff, because you're gonna probably won't need your Bastion for a week, but after the event ends, you want to place a Bastion, especially for all the PvP players out there.
You want that probably, if you want to do an event, you can make 2 orbital hammers and have 1 Bastion, one missile hammer.
Have one ready to place at least, but by the time the event ends.
I like those walls. Those look nice.
Yeah, those are the walls.
Also, stock up on your res if you want to drop missiles the event.
Yep, make sure you get your thorium tonight. Get some res tonight. Stock up.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go do that right now.
I'm gonna do that after the show. I'm pretty stocked on res and all, but I still got some bases to go hit.
What stinks is I'm top left of the map in the res area in my sector. Oh, and the sector I reside is top right, so I got like a 14-minute ride with my heavy.
Oh, I jumped the center of the map for the event. I think everybody should do all the bases. It saves you so much hours upon hours of travel time, so it does.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I usually do. And I did this yesterday. Sector I'm in right now. There's no resources. There was no resources anywhere around me. And I was like, shit, I'm not gonna, spend 5 minutes traveling to a thorium base. I'm just gonna, I just jumped.
Quite regular.
I just jumped to a regular, a random sector, and the one sector I jumped to, I was like jailed within the first couple of minutes. I was like, dude, I'm just getting thorium. What the hell?
They just love you.
Man.
Your reputation precedes you, Champeroo.
But
they see you, Champ, and they're like, "Oh crap, he's here to bubble us all."
I wasn't there to bubble in. I was straight up collecting resources, man. I just needed some resources because I don't know if anybody's gone over this, but there's some kind of, or at least there was some kind of snow barrier in the workshop.
Yes, was this with the legendary or the diamond tech there, was it?
Yeah, I think it's related to the diamond tech. I don't know. It might be.
It is related to the diamond tech. And
that's what I figured, man, because what I wanted to do, this is just me. I wanted to, I want to unequip all my phalanxes with the exception of the diamond tech, right? So I tried that, right? So I unequipped all my phalanxes with the exception of diamond tech, and then I tried to re-equip them with my regular tech, and it wouldn't let me do it. First I tried all of my phalanx. I have like 55 phalanx, and then it brought up that error, and I was like, oh crap. So what I ended up doing, and this was a major freaking grind for me, I ended up unequipping all my phalanx and having to re-equip all my phalanx, including the diamond tech. So I had to get like 550 million thorium to re-equip those guys. Total grind.
My gosh.
I know they are looking into it to try to find the cause of it, but it is a low priority fix, obviously. Or it is something that they're having problems, trying to fix without breaking something else.
Yeah, I just don't. I hope they don't do that.
So,
but yeah, just beware out there. Do not do what I did.
Poor Champ, and too bad you can't buy Thor, right?
Yeah, that's what I try to do, Nutcracker. I try to re-equip. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and, I guess, wrap this bad boy up. Anton, what time will the show be tomorrow?
Show tomorrow there will be, I think, we'll just start 15 minutes before the event show. So that should be like 12:45 Eastern.
All righty.
5:45 GMT. And we'll just sort of recap over what the update notes and the prizes and things like that for 15 minutes, and then we'll go live right on whenever the event starts. That's the plan, anyway.
So what sector are we doing this in? 189 or 198 or something like that?
100, yes. 180, yes.
All right. 188, got it.
So if you want to be in the cool kid sector, 188 is the place to be for the event tomorrow.
I'll jump there.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Chuck.
I'll be there. All
right.
Good man. Yeah, tell you what to do my event.
Yep, we'll just buy the champ up for 500 gold.
500? Our rates went up.
The price went up there.
It went up to 1,000?
Yeah, well, 500. No, man, that's like Maybe 600 plus tax.
Okay. Alrighty. So
Yeah, I know there. Peter was saying there she reported that
all
3
right.
minutes ago there, and she's still getting. It's a bit of annoyance. I know that's same problem as Champ there. It's just she says it's annoyance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. Give out our shout outs and last thoughts. We'll start with Daba Phoenix. And Zach, while you're doing that, you can type yours out.
So, major shout out to Mr. Storm Chaser for tuning in, giving us all those awesome tips and tricks and all that about the Eastern Horde. Shout out to Kixai for finally buying some raid spray and killing off all them bugs. Shout out to Sector 188. I'm going to be heading over there probably sometime soon and go ahead and kick this event off there. So whether I'm welcome or not, it's going to be a fun event. Final shout out. Shout out to everyone out on YouTube and on the panel and those who will watch later. Take your time with the event and don't bulldoze it. And if you got comments or whatnot about the event tomorrow, please keep them constructive in Discord and in forums.
No, Mr. Storm Chaser does have one final tip. Eastern Horde buildings have newer, stronger, last stand defenders. Lame guys, so keep your distance from those buildings when you pop them.
What I'm hearing is I need to farm a lot of Iron Strike 30s for those anti last stand defender ops.
What I'm hearing is build missiles.
Mavericks.
So,
I'll keep in mind these new units. I don't. Oh wait, no, our
last stand defenders. Come on.
Yeah.
Zombie tech as well will help you. Zombie tech.
Well, actually, yeah, I don't think that units can hit missiles. So, like the new Eastern Horde stuff can't hit missiles, so you should be able to PK it. There's gonna be like 10 missile jammers in each base, though.
Come on, Taba. Don't be so negative.
Yes, Taba.
All right. Mr. Zach's final shout-outs are to the panel, YouTube, and Mr. Storm Chaser for coming to the show, at least into the into the YouTube chat. All right, Champ, your final thoughts and shout-outs?
Final thoughts. Have fun with the event, everyone. You should probably repost this show so everybody can see the side chat. I don't know, maybe timestamp the part where the tips and tricks are placed, but it's throughout the show. So thanks to you, Storm Chaser out there on YouTube, and all you guys out there on YouTube. Appreciate it, and thanks to you guys on the panel. Thanks.
All right. Anton, your final thoughts and shout-outs.
Yeah, no, I think it's all good. That was quite a good show. It's one of the most enjoyable shows I've been on in Yorkshire, believe it or not. There, just thank you there for the invite. Thanks to everybody in the panel. Welcome back, Champeroo. Great to have you back again. There, been ages, and everybody again out on YouTube. And special thanks there to Storm Chaser, who I will now ask him to give a shout out. And the final word is always keep it classy.
Thank you so much. All right, my final shout outs and thoughts of the day. Remember, guys, this is just a game. We all enjoy it. We all play it for our friends. We play it for enjoyment. We smash bases for enjoyment. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Storm Chaser for coming out on the YouTube chat. Even though he doesn't have to, he does it because he has a passion for this game, just like Wrong Thinker did. So remember, have fun during this event. It sounds like it's going to be a very interesting one with the new units. So my final shout outs are to everybody on the panel, Zach, Daba, Champ, and Anton, everybody out in YouTube. Thank you for coming and watching the show and watching the replay when it comes out. So And I'm sure Mr. Daba Phoenix will be nice enough to take all of Mr. Storm Chaser's little tips and tricks and put them into a little spreadsheet and post them for us. But
Sure.
with that, huh? What? Yeah. So I want to thank everybody. Have a good night and enjoy your event tomorrow.